This is black light. And when I say pay attention, don't get hooked on the wrong, follow after the wrong people. Some of them is made to distract you. Some of them are made to lead you in the wrong direction. And so far, that's what's been happening. Y'all too busy tripping out over sports, falling in love with sports figures, falling in love over entertainers, falling in love with the dope boys that be flossing and glossing. Y'all too many of y'all want to follow in after them. But you got to change. You got to change your way of thinking. All of this is about to come to an end. Now, a lot of people think it's gonna be a long time. They estimating the big change to be down the line somewhere. Some of them think it's gonna be in 2020. The truth of the matter is, we don't know, but we got an inclination on how it's gonna end. It's gonna be a big war over here. No doubt about that. That's why they running scared. That's why they rounding up the Chaldeans and Arabs and putting them in concentration camps or holding facilities. It's the same thing, it's just a different name. The game don't change, just the name. Every time they get in the war, like when they got in the war with the Japanese, they rounding up the Japanese and put them in concentration camps. Well, they're calling them something different now, holding facilities. They detaining them. And no telling how long this war with the Middle East gonna last, and it's gonna escalate. No telling who they got allies. Korea, it's getting deep, man. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that. I'm gonna talk about how you can avoid trickery. First thing you gotta do is quit following, especially young ones and y'all teenagers. Man, don't get caught up. They got a movie coming out called The Black Panther. I say it's about time they had superheroes that are black. But that's to pacify you. They putting that Black Panther out there to pacify you. Just like they hooked up Obama. Obama was a pacifier. But it does some good. It does some good, even though they just want to pacify you. It does some good. And the good that it does is to on Obama case, they got a lot of young brothers inspiring to be president. And that's good, in a way. But in another way, you're upholding this system, this crooked system. Because once you get in the office, you're going to have to follow a script. And your script is to uphold whoever the power structure tell you to uphold, which is going to be them. But this movie Black Panther, the Black Panther, is letting you know, because I think it's going to be set over in Africa, it's letting you know, it's going to reveal a whole lot of truth to you. You know, they're going to tell you some truth in these last days, you know, because they want their people to know, you know, that we're going to have to they're letting their people know that we're going to have to they're going to have to tighten their game up a little bit, because we coming into awareness of ourselves. That's all they doing. You know, saying, well, the blacks, there are a few blacks, a very special few. Mostly all y'all that tune into this station, tune into this channel rather, is a very special breed of blacks. You know, y'all got a different thinking about you. You know, and a lot of you catching on to what I'm talking about. You know, because y'all know I'm for real. You know, and I'm straight to the point. I say straight with no chasing. I keep it 100. You know, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to showboat what kind of wisdom and knowledge I've got. I'm here to, you know, to guide you. You know, I'm throwing like a lifesaver out to you, because it's gonna get rough, man. Because the enemy weaponizes everything. He uses your own woman against you, your own children, your daddy, your mama, the money, the medicine. But until you wake up and know that you got to do for self and don't rely on him for anything, the better off you be. Yep. And you got to unite and organize yourself. And watch out for those tricks, man. He been doing them same tricks. Y'all should be hip to him by now. He been doing them same tricks for over maybe 1,000 years, maybe longer than that. Ever since he came on the planet, 6,000 years. No, not that, because he had a moment where he didn't know nothing. He was in them caves, so he didn't know nothing. But once he came out them caves, man, they taught him some tricknology, retaught him tricknology. You know, when Moses straightened him up, you know, Moses gave him some game too. Yeah, Moses did. First it was Yakub, you know, teaching him tricknology. Born in Yakub was birthing the men lies and trickery. And then we sent him up to Europe, to jail up in Europe, in the Caucasus Mountains. Then Moses went up there, re-civilized them, and gave them some more game, some more trickery to run on us. And they've been doing it ever since. So I'm gonna shut this one down because I got one more video I want to come back with. And I all those who are doing research about some things, I say, especially about the cave, when they were in the caves with the dogs mating with dogs. Look in the Holy Quran, Surah called the cave. The cave. This is Black Light out.